Hey everyone, it's your girl B Woods, Brandy Woods, the millionaire midwife, and your millionaire childcare success coach. I am so excited about day one of our challenge. Give us just a few seconds. We're going to make sure that everybody who wants to get into the challenge can, and we're also going to make sure that we share it to the group. But you need to come on over. You need to come on over and make sure you watch it live on the page with us tonight. I know that you guys have been feverishly waiting for 7:30. So let me share to the group. It is shared to the group, and hopefully you guys will hop on over to the main page. Now listen, for those of you, it's your very first challenge. You guys are in for a treat. We use a system called StreamYard, and StreamYard allows me to see your messages, but you may have to give it permission to see your messages. So if for some reason you don't see your name popping up when I show comments, just go out of the live and then give it permission to see your Facebook name. Because Facebook is all about y'all's privacy lately, honey. Facebook is saying, listen, if people say no, no. If people say yes, yes. So this is what I need for you to do. I need for you to go ahead and drop your city and state that you're calling from. Greetings, Danielle. Gabby, you could be on. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Simone. I see all of you beautiful people. Hey, Leah. Thank you guys for being on. We're going to give Facebook a few seconds to let everybody know that we're hopping. So I'm going to do my 30-second countdown. Listen. Sis has water. I have my Coke cup, but it's not Coke in there tonight. Nobody's not going to be able to guess the drink I'm drinking tonight. My truth to the game, people, you won't even be able to guess. So go ahead, drop in the chat where you're listening in from, your city and state. Go ahead and do it, and we'll be getting started in 30 seconds. All right, now it's time for the good. I have a few announcements, but I really am ready. I'm so ready to get started. But I'm going to go ahead and make these announcements so that we can go ahead and get everything else done that we need to get done. So listen, I am so grateful for every one of you who signed up. This is just a true testimony to the fact that you're serious about your business. Now, I am an interactive coach. That means the same energy that you give me tonight is the same energy that I'm going to bring. So I don't need anybody, not anybody, sitting there doing one of these, bump on the log, no pen in your hand. You need to be absolutely engaged and ready. So if you're ready for tonight, say ready. Put ready in the chat. Now, I give prizes. I love giving away prizes. And so tonight will be like no other night. I'm going to be giving prizes, but I'm also looking for my most engaged players doing the whole summit. And y'all see your girl got her top hat on because she's ready to work some magic on your child care center. So listen, if you're ready for this wonderful challenge, I need you to go ahead and tag an accountability partner. Go ahead and tag someone else that you know is in childcare. You know that they're struggling with their systems. You know that they cannot find the right people. You should be willing to help your sisters out. Tonight is all about the superhero challenge. Now, ladies, now listen, I've done challenge packs before. Don't get me wrong. But is this challenge pack not fire? I told y'all, I was like, listen, this right here, oh my God, it is fire. So these dropped in your inboxes about 2 hours ago. So if you have not checked your inbox, please do. There are 84 of you who have not checked your inbox. And some of you may say, oh my God, Brandy, I'm just finding out about the challenge. I have not even registered for the challenge. Listen, this is what I need for you to do. I need for you to go and register for the challenge. And then they're going to ask you, it's childcaresuperstaff.com. It's going to ask you if you want a challenge pack. For those of you who are already registered, please don't register again. Just go to the link at the bottom. The link at the bottom is going to take you straight to the superhero challenge pack. But do y'all love it? Like all of this deliciousness. I mean, like, come on. Yeah. Do y'all love it? You got to tell me. You got to tell me you love it. I'm in love with it. I am absolutely in love with it. The other thing I'm in love with is you guys. It's a Monday night. It's the Monday after Easter. And listen, I know that most of you're tired, right? Because you had a long weekend. You're tired because you probably worked too hard in your child care center. How many of you had someone call in today? Go ahead and let me know. Who of you had those Easter Bunny call-ins? I'm sick. I'm not feeling good. My tire flat. Who had the Easter Bunny call-ins? So some of you worked way, way, way too hard today. But guess what? You're still here. You're still here. And you're still ready to get going. And you know why you're ready to get going? It's because you're passionate about what we do in the childcare industry. So listen, this is what I know. And I know this as a fellow childcare owner. I know that we love what we do, but sometimes it can be very stressful. So when I created this challenge for center owners who was ready to reduce stress. If that's you, say me. I told you got to talk to me tonight, because if you ain't talking, I'm going to stop talking. If you're not talking, I'm going to stop talking. I'm telling y'all, I'll play. How many of you are you just ready for some changes in your business, right? You're ready for some, Deborah, I'm so happy. Deborah said she had no call-ins. How many of you, you're ready for some changes in your business, right? You're kind of sick of the stress. How many of you would love to be able to just take some time off without worrying about, is my business going to collapse if I take a few days off? And you just want your time back. You feel like for the last year since COVID, you've just been in that center, you've been in your business, and you've done what you had to do. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. We salute you. We congratulate you for staying in business. We congratulate you for stepping up to the plate and doing what you have to do and being a no matter what kind of childcare owner. But some of you just wish you could just take a vacation. Okay, now, last question before we get started. How many of you, though you want time freedom, you also want peace of mind? You want to know that when you leave your center, that all hell is not going to break loose. You're ready. When you leave your center, you're ready to be able to leave with the assurance that people are going to do what they need to do, right? You're ready. You're ready for the quality of your center to be the same, no matter if you're there or if you're not there. You're ready to find the leaders in your center, or if they're not in your center, you're willing to go out and find the people that's going to help you grow your business, because you just want peace of mind. You have dedicated your life to this work, and you just want to make sure that even in dedicating your life, you still have a quality of life. You're sick of your kids and your husband saying, oh man, Mom, what time are you coming home today? Mom, you got to open. Mom, you got to close, right? Is this you, or am I just talking to myself? If you're ready for these changes, all I have to tell you is that you're in the right place at the right time. So for those of you, this is your first time meeting me. My name is Brandy Woods. I am a center owner just like you, but I also have a passion for helping others. So I'm going to go ahead and bring our PowerPoint to the screen, because there's some things that we want to share with you guys tonight before we get ready so you guys can know how to get the most out of the next few days. So listen, if you are a superhero, but you're ready to share the cape, like the cape, if you're ready to share the cape, listen, guys, you're in the right place at the right time. The Creating Your Superhero Staff Challenge was created just for you. So who is this lady and what is she talking about? And why should I even be listening to her? Let me go ahead and share a little bit about myself. I'm going to take this off so you guys can see the whole presentation. So I've been in education over 20 years. Like I literally have been a teacher. I got my first classroom at 19. I graduated from high school early. Then I graduated from college early. I've been everything from a teacher's assistant to a teacher to an assistant principal to a director of operations to a director of curriculum to assistant superintendent. And now I own my own chain of private preschools in the Houston area. I'm a 4-time Amazon best-selling author, and I love to write, as you will be able to see. I'm a mother of 6 and a grandmother of 3 grands that are all under 2 years old. That's a whole another story. Actually, Leah Skye is just turned 2. I'm a world traveler. I love to travel. And as soon as the world opens back up, you will catch me jet setting on the plane. I just want to know who wants to come with me because I'm ready to plan a childcare trip to Dubai. Like I really, really want that to happen very, very soon. I'm a multiple center owner and I'm also a real estate investor. Like this is one of my biggest passions in the world, to not only just be in real estate, but to be in real estate to outfit people who want to own childcare centers, and then they can buy that building. So we have a very big passion when it comes to childcare, the childcare industry. We definitely love what we do over here at Childcare Millionaires. So that's just a little bit about me. I would love to get to know some of you. Eva says, I want to go. I want you to go. I cannot wait. We have a trip coming up, a childcare trip coming up to Vegas soon. So keep your eyes open. I will be telling you guys more about that at the Childcare Millionaires Retreat in May, how the childcare owners are going to take over Vegas. But that's not what we're here about tonight. I will get excited and get off task. So listen, guys, this is not my real body, but this is my new body. So if you will, just stretch your hands to the screen and be like, let this be Brandy's new body. Listen, I have 3 goals for this challenge. And I hope that these goals are the same goals that you have for this challenge. 1, I want to support childcare owners and directors with creating a super staff. So this is it. Thank you, Sherry. This is what I want you to do. If you are a director, I want you to type in director. If you are an owner, I want you to type in owner. And if you haven't started yet, just type in newbie. All right, type in newbie. Oh, yes, thank you. Let this be the body. Come on. Thank you, Darby. I love Darby. Come through, Darby. So please type in the chat. Are you an owner, or are you a director, or are you a newbie? Owner, director, newbie. All right, I got a lot of owners. I got Leslie says she's an owner and a director. We're going to talk about that tonight. Leslie, please tell me right now you're not going to cuss me out. Oh my God, I feel like I'm going to get in so much trouble, Darby, by the end of the night. So listen, Darby, promise me a support call if they start beating up on me. A newbie, a future owner. Welcome, Christy. We're here for you. We want you to know that we love new owners. I love it, love it, love it. Francesca, director owner. Director with ownership, decision-making abilities. That's good, Amanda. Awesome. You need to go ahead and start asking for that profit sharing. Uh-oh. Let me stay in my lane. Joanna, owner director. I love it. I love it. I love it. So listen, the second thing we want to do is to help you reclaim time to work on your business and not in your business. And there is a difference. Working in your business looks like you. And if I say something that you've done today, say ouch in the chat. Working in your business looks like you answering the phone when it rings every single time. Working in the business looks like you doing bus routes. Working in the business looks like you grocery shopping. Working in the business looks like you doing all of the intake. Working in the business means you're doing the food service program. Working in the business means you're cooking. Working in the business means you're in the classrooms and you're changing, right? These are things that we do to work in the business. And I'm seeing a few ouches. I'm seeing a few ouches, right? These are great things and they have to be done. And I'm going to tell you, sometimes we do have to do these things, but this should not be your main function on any day. Working on the business looks like you looking for grant and funding. Working on the business means that you're doing reviews of your staff to make sure they're following the SOPs. Working on the business means you're coaching people. Working on the business means you're teaching other people's systems so they can make orders from Sam's and Cisco, or if you're a smaller center, they can go and grocery shop, right? Working on the business and not in the business means you are removing all of the minimum wage tasks off your plate. Uh-oh. I think I heard the first gunshot. Pop, pop, right? So I tell y'all all the time, and I'm going to tell you again tonight, you got to decide if you want to be a 7-figure chick or a $7 chick. Ooh. Are you a 7-figure chick or are you a $7 chick? Because if you're a $7 chick, you're going to continue to do jobs that you pay $7 to $15 for. But if you're a 7-figure chick, you're going to elevate the things you're responsible for to administrative tasks that are worth $50, $25, I'm going to say $25 to $10,000 an hour, right? You're doing your PPP application. That's a 7-figure chick task, right? You're doing your compliance for EDIL. That's a 7-figure chick. You're looking for grants. That's a 7-figure chick. You're looking for partnerships with Head Start. 7-figure chick. Partners with the school district. 7-figure chick. Now, I'm not saying that sometimes 7-figure chicks don't do $7 an hour jobs, but it's not our lifestyle. Okay, I'm going to move on. I think I'm already in trouble. So, somebody say 7-figure me, please. I love it. I want to be a 7-figure chick. Kimberly say, well. And those, oh Lord, Brittany, I'm sorry. Brittany say, y'all, she coming in here slapping us around. Those of you who are in the membership, you guys know I speak direct. We have a membership for childcare owners. And I speak direct. The third thing that we want to do is we want to increase the effectiveness and the efficiency of each center participating. If you leave this challenge and your center is not running better, then I have missed the mark. I have missed the mark. And one of the ways that your center is going to run better is the 15 things that we put in this challenge pack for you. And on a few of the pages, it says download here. Because I'm not stingy, I just didn't give you a PDF. I actually gave you the Word version of some of the tools that I know that you're going to need. And every night, we're going to work on making your center more efficient and more effective. You're going to leave here every day with something you can do to make a change in your business now. Go ahead and type now in the chat. This is not about you making changes in 5 years, 5 days. It's about you making changes now. And who's the only person that can decide the changes that's going to be made in your business? You. You're the one who sets the temperature. You're the one who sets the climate. You're the one who sets the expectation. And you're the one who profits from the work. So if you're okay with being mediocre, listen, I don't mind if you get off now. Because this is not a place for mediocre. This is a place for childcare millionaires. And even if you're operating in a mediocre space now, I need you to promise me that you're going to operate in a space of excellence and efficiency starting now. I didn't come to entertain you. Well, I did because I want you to have fun. But at the end of the day, if you don't have any proof that what you are learning over this week works, I haven't done my job. My job is to move you from this place of stress, disgust, frustration, just mediocrity to move you from there to where you need to go to succeed, to open 1 center, 2 centers, 10 centers, to be able to gross 10 million a year. That's what we're talking about. To being able to sell your business for 25 million. We're not looking for you to just be comfortable. So a lot of things that I'm going to say tonight are going to make you uncomfortable. Erica, I'm glad you're in the house because I feel like you're going to support me a little bit. I'm not here to make you comfortable. I'm actually like, I saw Evangelist and it caught my attention. I'm actually here like working as a child care evangelist, right? To disturb you so much that you say, man, I got to move now. I literally got to move now. Because if I stay here, I'm going to throw in the towel. Somebody texted me earlier today. They said, I really feel like I want to throw in the towel. And I said, there won't be no towel throwing here. When the pandemic hit, we made an obligation to each other in Childcare Millionaires. We said that we were going to support each other because this is the truth. And I'm sorry to tell you, I don't even want to be the person to tell you, but I got to tell you, there is nobody coming to save you. Listen, there is nobody coming to save you. You have to save yourself. And we're here to help you save yourself. We're here because some of you have self-defecating habits. Literally, you are self-destructing your business because you're allowing people to do anything that they want to do with no consequence. But tonight, you're going to get your power back. So I hope that you guys got your challenge pack. You're going to need it. If you got it, say yes. If you need it, say need it. My team will drop the chat, but here it is for you right here. And it's ticking across the bottom of the screen, Superhero Challenge Pack. All right. Enough of that. Text reminders. We want you to, did anybody get a text reminder today? I don't even know. I don't even think I signed up for the text. Oh my God. I don't know. But we want you to get the text. Oh, yay. Quinta says she got it. Natalie says she didn't get it. If you signed up today, you did not get it because we had to import. We had to change systems at the last minute. But again, we're no matter what kind of people. We're going to get it done. Yay, Sherry got a reminder. Make sure that you do me a favor. If you didn't get a reminder today, make sure that you go ahead and sign up for the text reminder. I'm not going to leave this up too much longer. So if you need it, go ahead and write it down. I'll put it up there and I'm going to move on. All right. Where my badge gang at? So y'all like, when is she going to get to the lesson? Trust me, I won't get to the lesson. Yo, you just be ready when I get there. So for all of you that know me, you know every challenge we have a badge. Today and tomorrow, you'll be able to earn 2 badges. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you're going to be able to earn 1 badge. I give out prizes based on badges. The reason why is I want you to do the work. I don't want you just to come and not do the work. So the badges, you're posting in the group, you're asking questions, you're responding to other people. This is what gets you our grand prizes. So here are our grand prizes. I wonder if our 2 grand prize winners from last time. Last time I gave out an iPad and AirPods. Are you here? The last time I gave out a whole bunch of other prizes too. But this time we're giving out an HP laptop because I want you to be able to work on the go. Boop. We're also giving out an Apple Watch so you can receive those notifications, track your health. And then we're also giving out an Echo Dot so you can set the stage in your office. These are grand prizes, but every day we'll be giving out some prizes. I gave away a gift card yesterday and a book. I need to go ahead and announce Sunday's winners. And tonight, I'll be giving out a t-shirt. So the way that you win the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is, Amanda said, I need that Apple Watch. Come on, girl. The way that you win the Monday through Fridays is here. We give it away live, and we give away keywords. We give away 3 keywords every night. And then I'm going to tell you a time for you to put that keyword in the Childcare Millionaires inbox. So we're on the Childcare Millionaires page. You're going to put those keywords in the Childcare Millionaires inbox. You are not. So can somebody put not in the chat? You are not going to put that keyword in the Facebook chat. You're going to inbox me the keyword in the Childcare Millionaires chat. All right, so today we're going to be giving out a Oh Happy Day t-shirt and mask. And our first keyword, I will say the keyword 3 times. Are you ready? Our first keyword is change. Our first keyword is change. Like that good old Michael Jackson song. I'm going to make a change for once in my life. It's going to feel real good. It's going to make a difference. All right. Y'all got the first keyword. So listen to the end. We'll give all 3 keywords, and then we'll pick a lucky winner. We pick the number. Like I already have the number of the person. We pick a number before we go live, and that's the person who wins if they get all 3 keywords correct. All right. So day 1, we're going to discuss your role as a leader. So we're getting ready to start. All right. We're getting ready to start our content for the day. And we want to make sure, oh guys, wait and text all 3 keywords at the same time. My chat is going off. It's like boom, boom, boom. All 3 keywords at the same time, and it'll be at the end. All right. All 3 keywords at the same time. So listen, to get the most, make sure you set your alarm every day for 7:15, because I will go live on time 7:30. Have your challenge pack. We're going to be using it tonight. I don't know why I put it so far from me. Have your challenge pack. We're going to be using it tonight. And you also want to do your daily assignments, post your badges in the group, and make sure you join the conversation. All right, day 1. Day 1. All right, day 1 is really about you. So I know this, you're like, I'm come here to better manage my staff. If that was one of your goals, put 1 in the chat. I wanted to better manage my staff. Hey Spring, please check your spam. There are 47 of you who still have never opened the email. But if you haven't been opening all of the emails from us, it could have went to spam. If not, inbox me on my personal inbox and I'll make sure that you get it. So most of you, you're on because you probably wanted to better manage your staff. But I want to tell you this. You're your first staff member. So tonight we're going to talk about you. Now this is going to get a little nasty. Uh-oh. Someone said they can't hear me. I'll tell you this. Okay. If you can hear me good, can you put a 3 in the chat if you can hear me good? Oh, come on. City Pink Thomas. Is that you, Princess? if you can't manage yourself, okay, good. Y'all said you can hear me. Someone sent me a message saying they couldn't hear. If you cannot manage yourself, you can't manage anybody else. And the truth of the matter is, oh my God, some of us are bad bosses. I just got to tell you, some of us are bad bosses. And I don't want you to be. And you don't want to be. So the first piece of this puzzle is you. So let's go to day 1. And let's talk about what we need to do first. Right? So today we will discuss your role as a leader. Is to create a staff that will serve your vision. That should be you, your, and not you. And not destroy your business from the inside out. How many of you know you're really letting people, or even you may be destroying your business from the inside out? Oh, Spring said it was in her spam. Yay, thank you. So we want to make sure that you have challenge pack pages 6 through 8, because those are the pages that we're going to use tonight. So listen, we're going to take a quick assessment. There are 5 questions. And listen, I only want one answer. We're going to go through each of them. And this is going to help you assess what your level of stress and frustration is. All right? So what's your primary role? We're going to answer number 1 in the chat first. Are you the owner, the director, or you do it all? Sarah says, I'm really ready to make some serious changes in my practice. I love that, Sarah. Stacy, I'll get it to you. Are you the owner? Are you the director? Or do you do it all? So right now, I function as the owner, but there are some times where I slip back into the director role and I just literally make myself stop. Even when I'm at a center and I want to tell somebody something, I go to my director and I'm like, hey, this is the situation. How do you want to handle it? But it needs to be addressed. Michelle says she's operating as both. And this could be, I know many of us do. And depending on the size of your center, maybe you can. But I want you to know that the role is different. Vivian says, I'm doing it all. Just to that says, I'm doing it all. With the tears. With the tears. Right? So let's go to our second question. What's your stress level? Are you low, moderate, or high? Are you low, moderate, or high? Katina, can you please check your spam and your promotional folders? If not, send me a message and we're going to cross-reference that against the emails. Okay, I see a lot of moderate, but Crystal, I'm sorry. Crystal said it's extremely high. Julie says, okay, it's moderate. Diamond says high, way too high. So if you're doing it all, you probably put high. And Sandy said, hey, mine is low, mine is mild. That's great. Okay. Let's go to number 3. How many hours do you work per day? And I didn't even want to include weekends. I wanted to ask you, how many days are you working a week? How many hours are you working per day? Now, if you are owner, it should be 4 to 6 or less. If you're a director, it could be 7 to 10, but nobody should be 11 or more. But we know that some of us do. And there are times where I have to. I just want to know right now today, how many hours are you working? See, this self-assessment kind of allows you to see what are the triggers in your business. Deborah says way more than 11. And the last one, what is your number 1 concern with your staff? Do you need more teachers? Do you need a director? Or is it just the overall effectiveness? Now, you cannot put 1, 2, and 3. Give me either 1, 2, or 3. Do you need more teachers? Do you need a director? Or is it just the overall effectiveness of your staff? Oh, I skipped the question. Oh, goodness. Somebody said, I skipped the question, so I'll go back to that. Tanya says she needs more teachers. Cynthia says she needs more teachers. Heather, a director. Felicia says effectiveness. No, Keisha, you cannot put all because you can't focus on everything at one time. Overall effectiveness, more teachers that show up to work on time. Kathy, I love your answer because you can get what you want if you say it. You can get what you want if you say it. Effectiveness. So I skipped the question. So no, you have to pick the one. If you could get one today, which one would you choose? I'm going to tell you which one I would choose if I could only get one. I would choose a director so she could hire more teachers and get the staff effective. I would cheat. I'm going to say this one more time, guys. If for some reason you have not got your challenge pack, check spam or the promotion folders or inbox us, okay? We can't get it to you while we're here live, but there are 36 of you who have not checked your your email. I'm keeping track. I'm looking. So listen, my last question, I skipped over it, and I'm sorry about that. Staff effectiveness. Are you like Ruth Chris? It's like a top of the line service. Or you like ChickFilA, where I mean it's great service, but you know it's normal experience, right? Or are you McDonald's? Your shake machine always broke. The fries either too salty, the chicken nuggets are too cold. Which one? If someone came into your center right now and they came, would they say, "Oh, this is like a luxury experience"? Or would they say this is ChickFilA? Now, ChickFilA is still top of the line. Baby, I'll get them my pleasure at any point, right? If ChickFilA makes a mistake, they're going to make it right. Right? So no bash on ChickFilA. Or are you McDonald's? You do it fast. You know, people come to you because they like something about you, but there's some things that are wrong. Oh, God. You losing coats all the time. Your newsletters go out late. Parents are not paying. Staff not in uniform. Your cook is burning the chicken nuggets. Where are you at? So I see a lot of Chick-fil-A's. That's good. That's good. But I saw a few McDonald's. Oh, let's not talk about the stimmy tank. So all of these things affect us. I wouldn't mind being the Chick-fil-A of childcare, right? And there's some things that I love about the McDonald's brand. But when it comes to my brand, I need to know, everybody in the world knows McDonald's never have ice cream in the summer. I don't know why. They just don't. Right? There's some things that I don't want to be connected to my brand. I don't want to be connected to my brand that my center opens late all the time. I don't want to be connected to my brand that my center is not clean. I don't want to be connected to my brand that my workers are snappy or they don't respond. Right? So when we look at this pre-assessment, we can kind of see why we're stressed out. And we can kind of see what we need. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? So listen, there are 3 roles in your center. And if you're ready to learn, I want you to put right in the chat. If you're ready to learn, I want you to put right in the chat. We've already done our pre-assessment. And I'm going to give you your second keyword. Your second keyword is Chick-fil-A. So some of us won't be the Ruth Chris, you know, and don't think that the big brands, Godard, Creme de la Creme, don't think that they can be the only Ruth Chris experience. And some of them are not a Ruth Chris experience if you look behind the keypad, okay? But make sure that what they're saying in the streets, because the streets talk, is what you want them to be saying, that you are protecting your brand. So if you go to page 5 of your challenge pack, it's going to talk about the 3 roles in your childcare empire, right? And tonight we're going to talk about those 3 roles because it's very important for you to identify not only what roles you need, but what roles that you're working in that maybe you shouldn't be working in, right? And I love this book. It's called The E-Myth by Michael E. Gerber. And he has the philosophy that there are really only 3 types of workers. The technician, this is the person who does the work. This is our $7 chicks, right? 7 and 15, right? Then there's the manager. The manager establishes order in the workplace, kind of like a director, right? And then there's the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur is the person who thinks ahead and who established this business in the first place. Ooh. So now it's going to get a little interesting. What role are you playing? So who are the technicians? Now, I don't want you to name people, but what are some technician roles in childcare? For me, that's a cook, right? That's a technician role. What is another technician role in childcare? Oh, Brittany just said, woo. It's called The E-Myth by Michael E. Gerber. And those of you who are in the membership, you better have that book. And Clockwork. These are two books that we're going to be teaching from. Come on, give me some. The driver, good. The teacher, give me some more. The janitor, the floater, the bus driver. Give me some more technician roles. Signing students in and out, the maintenance people, cleaning, the front desk, the gym teacher. Thank you, Sade. The book is called The E-Myth. Y'all give Sade some love. All of the pretty sparkly things that y'all see are all Sade do. The shoppers, the cleaners, doing tours, the teacher assistants. These are all technician roles. And how many of you worked in a technician role today? Go ahead and put my favorite word in the chat, ouch. The COVID screener, the after school staff, the parent consultant, the secretary, right? The substitute. These are all people who are technicians. Let's go to the next role, the manager. Now, the directors are not the only managers, right? Who else could be a manager in your business? Because on Thursday, y'all don't be coming on one day because you're going to be mad. I slowed this down for you. Don't come one day because you're going to be mad. On Thursday, we're going to talk about these actual hero roles, right? We're going to break them down. So your lead teacher, the assistant director, AD, for my new people, is your assistant director. They can be a lead teacher. Someone who's in accounts payable. So if you have an accounts payable, you probably have multiple centers. Or you may have one center with a nice number of students, and you may have someone that just does accounting, tuition, food service, payments, and things like that. Okay, your social media management or your marketing manager. These could be some people who are in that management. Maybe you're an office assistant. Maybe they're a manager. They're managing the office, and maybe they're helping you manage HR. Your behavior specialist, like we take special needs students. So we do have a person that is assigned to severe behaviors, that knows how to absolutely diffuse. A person that's a manager on your team may look like your CPA or your bookkeeper, whether they're full-time or not. In some kind of way, they're helping you make some decisions, right? Your curriculum specialist, the person who is helping you decide what you're going to teach when. Now, I'm going to disturb your peace again. How many of you are fulfilling all of those manager roles? If so, type all in the chat. Oh. Some of you are working as a technician, then you're working as the manager, right? And some of us are really still fulfilling all those roles. We make sure that HR is taken care of. We make sure our teachers are teaching the right thing. We make sure all the training is done. We deal with all the discipline problems. I just want to make sure I'm not making anything up. I see a lot of alls. I see a lot of alls. Carmen, it's okay, baby. Most of the roles, right? Melody, I can hear you saying every single one. Why do I hear you clapping when you saying that? I hear every single one. I don't know. Maybe it's my mind. Were you clapping when you said that? I need to know. Oh my God. Listen, and again, I'm going to tell you, there are going to be times when you do work in every single one of these roles, but it's not sustainable. I don't care if you have a 20 student center or if you have or you're a home, because some of you are out there saying, there Brandy go again talking to the center owners. She's forgot about the homes. I tell anybody in my membership, even if you're a home, you need to have an assistant. Even if they're not a full-time assistant, you need to have an assistant. And that's just the way it is. I don't care if that assistant is one of your teenagers. I don't care if that assistant is a family friend. You got to have somebody to help you work the load. And it is what it is. I know you guys are mad, but we got to make some change. And let's talk about where we all want to be. The entrepreneur. Oh my God. When I think about the lady that's standing up and I see her talking to her managers, it just makes my heart swell. I would love to see each one of us at some point in our business. We interface with managers and they make sure everything works properly. We carry the vision. We carry what's necessary. We take the risk of business financially, but not the burden of business. It's one thing to take the risk of your business, because where there's risk, there's reward. Where there's risk, there's reward. Where there's risk, there is reward. Y'all with me? Go ahead and type reward. But just because you take on the reward and just because you take on the risk does not mean you take on all of the pressure. It does not mean you take on all of the tasks. That's not what that means. Just because you're the owner, it does not mean you take all of the pressure. Because if so, what the hell does being an owner profit you? And hell is not a cuss word, I don't think. I got excited. Why should you take on all of the risk and all of the pressure? Why should you pay people some of your payrolls $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month? If you're home, even if you pay yourself $5,000 a month, at least, hopefully, why should you pay $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month in salaries and they sleep at night, but you can't? I'm gonna take a sip of water. If this is what's happening to you, you did not open a business, you bought a job. I'm going to say it again. I'm just going to slow it down. If this is what's happening to you, if you're disgusted, you're busted, you're tired, you're lonely, you're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, you broke, you're disillusioned, you just got a, well, this is the way it is kind of mentality, then you did not open a business. You bought a job. And ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I just need to know if you're ready to change. She said, I just terminated someone who did not get that concept. I should not be paying for them when I'm working harder than you are. I'm not for play in 2021. And sometimes we've taught people that they can treat us that way. Sometimes we train people to disrespect our business. But tonight is your first step of change. And the first step, before you can tell anybody else what to do, before you can regulate anybody, you got to regulate yourself. And sis, I'm going to have to go to my tiki punch for that. No Coke tonight, Brittany. I had to get the fruit punch. It was Easter yesterday. We had fruity drinks. So tonight we're going to make some changes. And let me tell you about these changes. Let me give you a warning. This is a disclaimer. Anybody that watches this video later, Sade, please mark the time, 8:21. We're about 50 minutes in. I made this disclaimer. Some people are not going to like the changes you make. And what? You don't like the position you're in. Some people are not going to like the changes you make, but so what? Why are you going to keep paying people? Why are you going to pay yourself if you're not doing your job? So we come in to regulate ourselves first. And if we take a day or two to regulate ourselves, then we're going to be able to definitely, y'all remember the song? It said, regulators, mount up. We're going to be able to regulate our staff so we can move from the management role and we can move into the entrepreneurial role. We got to make a change so we can step back into this role as the entrepreneur. So let's talk about what is the difference between the manager and the entrepreneur. So listen, I know I'm talking to you, and I didn't want to do this night first because I was like, if I do this night, they're not going to come back for night two. Who's going to come back for night two? If so, put night two in the chat. I done ran off all my friends on night one. This is the problem. Most of us were technicians, and we decided to open a business. And we really never learned how to be a manager, right? And we really never understood the power of being an entrepreneur. So we thought in order to make money, we had to be everything. And that in being everything, we were going to show people that nobody can outwork me. And we say it with pride, like this. And we do our hand like that. Nobody can outwork me. That is not a compliment. Now, if you said nobody can outthink me, nobody can out-strategize me, nobody can out-earn me, boop, boop. Those are things that we need to be saying. So what has happened is, over time, we have enslaved ourselves to our work. Entrepreneurship has become modern day slavery. What is slavery? I can't go when I want. I can't eat when I want. You know, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I can't get out. So we've enslaved ourselves in the work without purpose or vision. Because this is what vision is doing right now. Vision is knocking on your door saying, I want more. There has to be more for us. Rachel, Arlene, Sophia, Tamika, I want more. I don't want to be a slave to this business. Brittany is saying, I don't want to work 12 hours a day. Nichelle, I want a vacation. Leslie, come on. I don't want to be here anymore. Tammy, we're more than this. Deborah, do you not hear me? I'm suffering. That's what your vision is doing. Your vision is knocking on your door. And your business is basically saying, I don't want to be the technician. I don't want to be the manager. I want to be the entrepreneur that I set out to be. So what we do is we begin to bring disorder in our own life because we have no work-life balance. We begin to bring disorder in our own life because we're trying to be everything in our business. And there's not enough of us to be everything. We're not omniscient. We're not omnipresent. Now, we are powerful. We are powerful more than we know, but we're abusing our power to the point of fatigue. So what has happened is there is no manager that sets order in the business, and there is no entrepreneur that leads the business down a successful path, because we're all being technicians. Crystal says, I'm feeling this in my soul. I'm ready to expand, but I cannot without the right staff in place. And I'm going to tell you, Crystal, and I hope you stay to the end of the challenge. Your staff is going to fall into place as you fall into place. And you're going to hire different when you fall into place. You're not going to hire warm bodies anymore. Can we just bury the warm bodies? The bodies that just show up and watch kids? The bodies that are not prepared? The bodies that will be anywhere else in the world if they could? And we got to let go of the fact that it's finding a worker is like finding a unicorn. I hired 6 people last Thursday. There's a method to the madness. And if you can't find the good people, there are people out there like Darby Ward who can screen people for you. You're not alone. Technicians are alone. Entrepreneurs have infinite systems of help because we have resources. And as long as you have a little change in the bank, you can solve your problems. But some of us have been so stingy with ourselves when it comes to giving ourselves what we need as an owner. As an entrepreneur, you need a manager. You need a manager or a director or an assistant director or a lead. You need other people to carry out some tasks. And on Thursday, we're going to be talking about those other people. But for the first 2 days, guess who we're going to be talking about? You. Y-O-U. Because otherwise, you're going to keep attracting chaos and disorder. And nobody wants to attract chaos and disorder. So we're going to stop for a minute and we're going to do a quick activity. And after this, I'm going to give you your 3rd keyword and your homework. Y'all look at me. Hour and 15 minutes, I promised it. I'm so happy that you guys, thank you, Christy and Sade, for being here. So listen, what that you're going to do tonight on page 6. These are roles in your daycare. Who are the technicians in your daycare that you have? Because we all don't have the same roles. Most of us have teachers. We have a cook. We have drivers. Some of us have secretaries and some of us don't. Some of us, we're our receptionists. We're our secretary. We change our voice when we see a number that we don't want to answer. You be like, hello. Oh, Miss Woods is not here today. So we everything. Hey, Star. I love you, Star. So one of the things that you're going to do is you're going to fill out this and you're going to tell who fills the role. Now, what you're going to end up figuring out is your name is going to go on the who fills the role more than it should. So on technicians, you should have teachers. You may have assistant teachers. You may not. You should have a cook, a driver, whoever opens your door, who is your receptionist. Those are the minimum roles that you should have. For managers, you should have a person who's over food service, even if that's you. Another manager. Tell them to come back tonight too, Joanna. Another manager you may have is enrollment and admissions. You should have one person that is in charge of enrollment and admissions. You should have a facilities manager. You should have one person who handles some of the things in your facility, what needs to be done. And then the entrepreneur is the person who leads the vision. Hopefully that's you. But some of you are directors and you may have someone else to put in their name. So you need to definitely 100%, you need to fill out this chart so you can see what you're working with. All right? We're just going to see what we're working with. If you've never registered for the challenge, Chrissy just dropped the link. Make sure you register for the challenge so you can get the reminders, and it will allow you to get the challenge back. All right. So let's talk about this entrepreneur versus a manager. I want to stay here for a minute. And you may want to take a screenshot of the next two, because you may be saying, Brandy, I'm really confused about what an entrepreneur does and what a manager does. So when it comes to the actual venture of the business, the entrepreneur sets up the enterprise, and they undertake the venture for their personal gain, right? This is your retirement. This is your livelihood. But a manager, they're only responding to what you're telling them to do. The entrepreneur takes the risk. They put up the money. But a manager does not assume the risk, right? He or she is just serving in the role to make sure that entrepreneur's risk is protected. But if you close tomorrow and you're not the only director, man. The reward, the entrepreneur has the profit as a reward. The only reward that a manager or director has is their salary. And some managers and directors may have some profit sharing. Right? An entrepreneur has continual decision making when it comes to the processes. Right? We want to be thinking about not the activities of the business necessarily, but the vision of the business. Now, that's a little technical. Let's look at it a different way. Okay, so the entrepreneur bears the vision, right? You have the vision. But the manager, they're just carrying out the vision. They work for a salary. An entrepreneur is focused on starting and expanding. I saw someone say, I'm ready to expand. But a manager, they're not focused on your expansion, your next center, your next wing. They're only functioning on, is that business running smoothly daily? Right? And then you may have some quarterly checks and balances, some yearly checks and balances, but you definitely want to make sure that manager is doing the day-to-day. That's not the owner. See? And so these are just some differences between the manager and the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur can be kind of less formal and casual. They should be able to come through and vision cast and how are y'all doing today? But the manager, it's got to be very formal. And they have to be, hey, this needs to be done, this needs to be done, this needs to be done. Right? So it's very important that you understand the role that you really want to play in your business. So I'm going to ask you, do you want to be the manager or do you want to be the entrepreneur? Because the entrepreneur's reward is profit. The manager's reward is a salary. The entrepreneur reward is reciprocal gain. So who do you want to be? And I know there are many directors on here and you have an owner, and some of you love your owners. You work with them a long time, and you may be great with being the manager. Baby, you could be my manager. You could be a great director. And listen, every entrepreneur needs a great manager, but every entrepreneur cannot be the technician, the manager, and the entrepreneur. Somebody besides you has to do the work. And this is why we're here tonight. If we're going to set those people in order, we got to set ourselves in order first. So let's talk about our homework for tonight and what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm also going to give our last keyword. All right. Our last keyword for tonight is manager. Our last keyword for tonight is manager. Do not put it in the chat. Do not put it in the chat. We've given out all 3 keywords. So now you can go to the Childcare Millionaires inbox in just a second and you can go ahead and put those keywords in the inbox. Please do not post them in the chat. Please do not post them in the chat. The last keyword was manager. We already have our special number. I'll be telling you the winner in just a second. So your homework tonight is a part of your solution. You got to clarify your vision and define roles. So one of the things you're going to do is you're going to do the bottom of this, and you're going to begin to see who really does what in your business. Because we really need to get to a point where we know who does what. And then we're going to create a plan. And then over this week, we're going to execute the plan. At the end of the week, I'm going to even offer you a further solution to help you guys out. But tonight, I only want you worried about page 6, 7, and 8. On page 7 and 8, we have 10 questions. And one of the questions asks you, what is the vision role for you in your company? Right? We're going to rewrite your role. It also asks you, what's your 5-year plan? Right? Where you want to be in 5 years? Are you going to be ready to sell in 5 years? Or are you going to be ready to have 3 centers in 5 years? One of the other questions, it says, do I understand the responsibilities that I should fulfill? And in that question, on question number 7, I really want you to decide, what do you want to be responsible for? And then what do you really want to delegate to others? Another question says, do I make sure that my employees understand the vision and the value behind the business and how it works? The reason why these questions are so instrumental to what we're going to be doing is because until we have a clear vision and until we have a clear plan, we cannot bring people along with us. So many of you tomorrow, you're going to be like, you're going to go into your center and be like, I went to this training last night and we're going to get it together. Don't do that. Do not do that. Let me tell you why you're not going to do that. Because you're not together just quite yet. We're going to take the first 2 days and get ourselves together. Right? We're going to take the first 2 days to really decide what we want from our business. Okay? So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to drop in the chat something that you learned today or something that impacted you. And here's your homework. Make sure you sign up for the text reminders. I'm about to give out our prize for tonight. I think I did really great on time. I'm so proud of myself. In our membership, we try to do an hour and 15 minutes. We never do. Never. I promise myself I'm going to let people sleep. So you are going to, at 9 o'clock, all of the badges will be posted in the group with directions of how to download them. And these are the 2 badges that you're going to earn tonight. The first badge you're going to earn is committed to lead. And you can earn that badge from doing your chart on page 6. And the second badge you can earn is I have superhero vision. You can earn that badge by answering your 10 questions on page 7 and 8. Right? Now, on tomorrow, we do this all over again with our day 2 content. On tomorrow at 7:30. It's not too late to get your challenge pack. And I make this commitment to everyone. If you send me an inbox, Brandy Woods, not the page, send me an inbox with your email address you bought the challenge pack for. I promise and I guarantee to get it to you. Right? Most people found it in spam. We still have 29 people. I believe it's the last total. We have about 29 people who've never opened this email. So we don't mind resending it to you. And some of your emails may have blocked us because what happens is if you don't open emails from us for a certain amount of time, your email will think I'm spamming you. So make sure you open our emails. You can respond back to our emails. We love that. As a matter of fact, we would love for you to, in the group tonight, send us a message of what you learned today, right? Because we want to hear a little bit about what you learned. Let's get our prizes out. Mia says today you enforce with roles. I love it. Listen, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, Mia says she found hers in spell. I love it. Understanding the roles. Tay says, I have a McDonald's. Girl, we got to upgrade this at least to a ChickFilA or a ChickFilA. Carmen says the principle of working in the business or for the business. So it's in the business or on the business. We want to work on the business. Get focused first. Rose say that I'm not alone. I'm thinking I'm alone out here, but I'm not alone. I'm okay. To work more than 6, baby, listen. 4 to 6 hours. Even if you have multiple locations, 4 to 6 hours. That's it. When I read the book, The 4-Hour Work Week, now I'm not down to 4 hours a week, but when I read that book, I was like, child, you working too hard. So absolutely. So let me go ahead and announce our winner for tonight. All right. Give me 1 second. You guys are totally awesome. Who's coming back tomorrow? Who's coming back tomorrow for day 2? Okay. Okay, our winner for tonight, I think I'm not going to say this name right. Let me use my phonetic skills. Jazadette Hepburn. Jazadette Hepburn. Did I say it right? Jazadette Hepburn. I don't know if I said it right. And our next winner is Kimberly Peaks. If you are still here, please let us know. If you're still here, please let us know. Yay! Bam, bam. All right. So listen, inbox us and let us know that you were Monday's winner, and we will send you a form so we can get your address and your t-shirt size. Is Kimberly here? Oh, yay! Okay, there she is. Go, Kimberly. Okay, so we just inbox us where you send us the message for the prizes. And sorry, I got mixed up. Will you send us the message for the keywords? And then we will actually send you a form so we can get your address. All prizes will be mailed after the challenge. Listen, I know how to share my cape and I know my superhero abilities. So all of the prizes will be made after the challenge. This is what I need you to do. If you really, 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 really enjoy tonight, I really need you to invite another childcare owner. The second thing is I would love for you to go into the group and really express what you learned tonight, because a lot of times people really think that they're alone, and I don't want anyone to feel alone. So I have 1 minute left. So I want to leave you guys with this. You may not be what you want to be right now, but you're everything that you need to be in this moment. And I want you to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, everything that you need is already inside of you. So our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate, but our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. You are powerful. Even though you don't like the situation you're in right now, and even though that you want to make some changes, I want to say congratulations to you, because you've done something that so many other people have only dreamed of. They never got the keys to the building. They never opened the door. They never painted one wall. They never whipped up one pot of spaghetti. They never gassed up a van. They never stood on the street with a sign that says now enrolling, but you did it. And because you did it, you deserve to be the entrepreneur in your business and not the technician. So I leave you with this, my 7-figure chicks. Let that $7 minimum wage chick in you die. Let's say rest in peace to her, right? Literally, let's say rest in peace to the person who has to struggle. Let's say rest in peace to the person who thinks that they needed to do it all. Let's say rest in peace to lack. Let's say rest in peace to stress. Let's let it die. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Today, you are reborn. You're reborn in a new energy and in a new understanding of who you are meant to be in this industry. Childcare is a $58 billion industry. We are the cornerstone of the American economy. Without us, families cannot go to work. So we are bringing pride back to our profession. It's your girl, B. Wood, signing off. I love each and every one of you. I hope that you become a part of the badge gang and you earn your badges. You go in the group, you tell us what you learned, and most of all, I hope you return back tomorrow. Love you much with the love of the Lord. I will see you soon, but I will definitely see you at the bank.